you've had your experience dating Asian guys.
Yeah.
You now date someone who's white. You've got experience of both sides of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
So what I see is sometimes as you're out there talking about relationships, because you've got things to
Yeah.
unpack, you receive that clash.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's a clash that I don't necessarily am overjoyed to come in and defend you, because fuck those white guys, bro. Like, I'm an Asian guy, and I'm seeing all these, my fellow brethren miss out on their fellow woman, right? As a potential love thing. The mathematics of me, I'm like, oh, well, that's fucked, right? However, facts are facts, and words are, like, things that you say that matter do matter. So
Yeah, they
your
do.
experience, that's something that matters, regardless of how my sympathy for my fellow man. Yeah, so that matters, and that's what I wanted to touch on. Like, how do you navigate this where you're like, I'm in this, I've had this experience, and y'all need to respect me for both.
Yeah.
But some people might not give you that because they feel like, oh, you've taken it out, you've just done what everyone else has done, which isn't necessarily the fact.
Yeah. I honestly don't care what they have to
those
say.
people don't matter
like,
anyway, so.
I don't care. For me, like, color of skin does not mean jack shit, to be quite honest. All it matters for
Vietnam,
me.
Cambodia, I don't know.
All that matters for me is
Oh, shit. I'm going there. One light skin Asian, one dark skin Asian, one sometime light, sometime dark. If you put us in the sun, we go brown.
but for me, it's like color of skin does not matter. Like, culture and all that. Like, I don't think it matters too much for me because I don't necessarily feel like really Chinese or really Cambodian or really Vietnamese. I'm just me.
You need a touch of Vietnamese, and I also love that identity. I was gonna go roast you, but that's just so like factually like real. But like,
Yeah.
I don't even deserve to interrupt that. Like that concept. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't
get that.
really feel that, you know? And for me, it's like, if I vibe well with this person, great, that's awesome. And it does bother me when there are certain guys who kind of
certain
give me
views.
flack
Yeah.
for like dating a white guy. And I'm like thinking, hey, maybe it's because of your personality as to why you can't get girls or whoever. Because at the end of the day, it's personality, like, for most people. Like, if you can, like, be that person that they want to be with, it doesn't matter, like, height, color of skin and whatnot. It, like, at the end of the day, like, when you have like a bomb ass personality and you're just out there and you're vibing well with them, that's all that matters. And I think, like, like, some people do get fallen into the trap, like, oh, I'm too short or whatever. And I'm like, look, here's the thing. Girls who, like, or any guys or whoever, girls and guys who care about height, I'm just like, really? I mean, come on. It is something that you literally cannot control. It's the same with the color of your
More
skin.
milk, motherfucker. You weak human. You. Oh, I didn't drink milk unless it's in my coffee.
Yeah, no.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Drink white. What does milk taste like? Milk tastes like white. Someone said this thing about what milk tastes like. I think, like, people who don't like milk, they have this description of milk.
Yeah.
Like, it's like water, whatever. But the point being, I'm at this point where people are like, yeah, some people don't get people who can just drink straight milk. Drink your motherfucking milk.
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely can't control that, and it's a
Yeah.
very superficial thing. It's also, I think, to do a lot with the culture where people are at. Big society of a hookup culture. You know, like, these, oftentimes, I'll be honest, these guys complain that they can't get a girl of either thing to, like, date them. I don't think their head was in, like, they're not achieving the bare minimum anyways. Like, they're not even able to access, because the thing is, they're saying, oh, all these white guys are dating our white girls, our Asian girls, and we can't date them. No, bro, all these people, I'm saying people, so it doesn't even matter race, just like what you did. Because I love that, how you identify as you, but it's like when someone goes up to you, like, hey, you're Asian dating a white guy, what the fuck? First of all, how do you know that I'm Asian? Just by looking at me? I know this isn't to play the whole you assuming thing, but the way you've broken that down, I have no qualms with the way, like, if you were Vietnamese and told me I don't identify as Vietnamese, and you had to break that down through your influence and stuff like that, you meet people, they grow up in certain areas. You've grown up in Australia your whole life. You've had 3 ethnicities, like, within your culture that you've kind of touched and experienced and built the benefit, like, enjoy the benefit of.
Yeah.
But this is who you are. Just like the ethnicity of your parents, of whoever they are a causation of what a history they went through.
Yeah.
Yours is, hey, I grew up in an Australian context being this kind of Asian, and this is the person I am. That's why it's specific. It's Australian, Asian Australian, you know. But it shouldn't, and it's sucky when people start like subscribing to something that you don't necessarily subscribe yourself to either. You're like, I've never tied myself down to this.
Yeah.
So back to my main point about people is they're not dating all Asian women. They're fucking all Asian women. And you know what you're not doing? You're not fucking them either. That's so everyone's like, and that's why you're angry. That not you. That's why they're angry, because they're not angry because they can't date them. Dating wasn't even on the table. You're in such a bad situation. Dating is not on the table.
Yeah.
What you do want is just that lust, that feeling that everyone else is able to get. But because of, and I'm not here to, because I'm not necessarily jumping personality. My thing with being worried about personality is personality can be faked.
That is true.
Because how's this for surreal? And this is I don't think this is at all going on, but imagine this, right? Simply put, you find out tomorrow your boyfriend is everything that you didn't believe. Fuck, that's surreal, not in a good way.
Yeah.
And not to say that it is him, but like that's my example of, and as proof, not full proof of like personality can be faked, in the sense of we live in a world where all this beautiful, let me tell you that it wasn't real. That can happen. Not in your situation, but the potential, the stretch for it. Yeah. That's why I don't necessarily subscribe straight to personality. Like there's a lot more. I feel like, let me add this to it, and please, because I'm looking at the time, we've got 25, less than 25 was the things that finished. We're perfect for time.
Yeah.
Hit you with this one. Is it, we come from a time where people have like moved away from the physical, because, we want to maybe official. I want to be like a nice person. I'm cool with everyone. That's what people want to be. That's from the now, it's showing that physical is a thing. But we're just not talking about it. We're not vocalizing that. Not to critique your perspective, this is me giving my perspective, but I feel like the rest of the world is just going, it's your fucking personality. So then all the offense to you, but like all these guys who are lost, they're like, I have a personality, but I'm me. Do I need to find? And then they're getting told this information. You need to find someone that loves you for who you are. Yeah. Sorry, mate. Who you are is a shit person. No one's gonna love that. Adds on to it. People start faking the person and stuff like that. And I'm not, again, I'm just trying to present a side. That goes back onto like, I feel like there should be like personality as a gay. Like, look, I'll give you an example. Your boyfriend, you thought it was cute, thought it was attractive, you enjoyed your time together. Conversations flowed. Conversations flowing showed you personality. Personality is seen in action as well. Yeah. Right? It's a mix of everything. Attraction. You definitely attracted this guy. I don't think being able to hold a conversation together that drives his necessary personality, just like you and I, is just we have things that we can talk about together, right? Yeah. There's a lot of things like that. So then I go back onto when it's these Asian guys who feel like they're in a situation where they're missing out. What are you guys doing? Like what's going on? Like, I feel like there's more. If the world was a game, there are more fucking missions to be done, and all you're doing is being a fucking NPC sitting there repeating the same fucking script. Holy shit, that was a good fucking like full circle analogy shit. I was playing around with this concept yesterday, but yeah, you're being a goddamn NPC. You're sitting there repeating the same goddamn shit, and when I finish this game, and I turn it off, you're not around anymore. And then when I buy the second game, you're such shit of a character, they didn't even make you in the fucking sequel. Like, Yeah. What's your take on that?
I think like you said, like there are people out there who are being NPCs and doing repetitive and repeating the whole conversation. But I think that what differs an NPC from a main character is intention. Because the main character has the intention to complete a mission, to, do all these goals and stuff like that.
This mission, boy. Get this like, quest done, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, as the main character, you have this intention to finish a quest, to finish a challenge, to fight a boss. And that's what it is. It's like, I don't think people are true with like, what are my intentions? What is it that I want to get out of this? If you're just out there,
NPCs have no missions.
Exactly.
They have no missions for them.
Yeah, like they have no intentions to do something and stuff like that. And I hate when like people complain about, oh, there's like no one out there for me and stuff like that. what are you doing in your life to make the intention to actually look for
Well,
someone?
it's obviously because you're Asian.
But like the thing is that what I've realized is that, especially with the people around me, I've noticed something. There are people who really do have good, genuine intentions and want to, like, you know, grow and develop as a person. And then there's other people who say that, but they don't necessarily do
They
that.
don't subscribe to that lifestyle at all.
Yeah.
They say, oh, yeah, I'm really happy to get into this. And you are
Yeah.
still not doing anything but binging shit.
Yeah, they think that the main character, no bish,
Yeah,
you're not. You're the support character that does the meaningless little like tasks, while the main
Ooh,
character
she
is
giving
like
that
doing like all
sass,
the
bro.
the main
oh my
shit.
God, is this someone we know?
Yeah, but like
Actually, the thing is, as I said, oh my God, is this someone we know? I didn't even think it might have been someone we know, but now that I said that, it put in my head, I'm like, we got disrupted by my laptop running out of battery. Because I like to think that I can just use this laptop that only goes for less than 2 hours to record, you know. And I did the whole thing without having it plugged in when I could have easily just had it plugged in right there.
yeah.
And then my fucking lazy ass went, oh no, we're out of battery, let me cop out and do less work. Oh, we'll just leave it here, we won't do no wrap up, we'll just, we didn't we got cut in between something we just said. I was just gonna I was just gonna magic it away. Genius motherfucker here goes, oh, but did you find like a PowerPoint? I'm like, who asked you, Clint? Huh? I'm trying to tap out here, I'm trying to bludge. You ever heard about clocking off without clocking off? It's called getting paid, motherfucker. Alright? Trying to clock off all this shit. Get a bit of a sick leave, huh, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Anyways, now that I gotta fucking talk to you. Go on, what are we saying?
Oh wow, I feel so loved, Simon.
From like, what the fuck? Like people listen to the start and like, what?
I think we were talking about like NPCs and the difference between them and main characters is intention, and we could kind of like apply that in real life. And that's the thing. It's just like, if you just make your intentions genuine, like, it just makes everything so much better. Because like, I feel like some people, they don't make their intentions clear, and when they go out into the dating world and stuff like that, the person that they're trying to get with can't really make sense as to what their intentions are, and it's just like really frustrating. And I did like kind of like deal with that when I was like out in the dating world and on Tinder and Bumble and all that. And yeah,
something Oasis, and I think it was something Cupid. And
Cupid.
Fish and
Plenty of
Christian
fish.
dating.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, if you just don't make your intentions clear, then they just kind of like dismiss you and then ghost you. And I think that's the thing with like, in particular with girls, I find that like, they have this intuition within themselves, like, this doesn't seem right, and they kind of just like
they act
move
upon
on.
it. Yeah, they just.
Yeah, because like they kind of see that the intention isn't genuine there. So yeah, so that's a little
As
tidbit.
I just type on my fucking phone while you try to engage me in a fucking conversation. Good on fucking you, Simon. You clearly really respect this girl who you've asked to come out, take some time out of a fucking weekend, wake up before 10 to be here to fucking record, and you want to be on your fucking phone, Simon? You know what, Simon? Go fuck yourself.
No, it was just
I'm very self-reflective.
very self-aware, and I think that is something that all of us millennials are, just very self-aware. Yeah, I've got an issue. Am I gonna fix it? We'll see.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I'm wrapping on the bow tie being, I think some people should fix that issue. Because I was thinking about the whole thing about intention. For my fellow Asian men, you know what? Actually, get mad at me. Get fucking mad at me. I don't care, because I'm one of you. One of us. Yeah?
One of
and I'm not
us.
here to try to put any of you guys down. I want to see good in you. And if it's just fucking tough love, well, guess what? You're used to it. Your dad's beat you too. My point being, I'm happy to say that whatever advice, because I'm no guru, no expert, but this is my advice through someone who's lived for 20, 40 years of my life. I might be wrong. You might do this and it might not work for you.
Yeah.
Well, then you might do it and it might work. Steph's here to fucking test that. Like, to let me know what she thinks.
Yeah.
The thing about you having intentions, I feel like more guys have made their intentions to end up with people and stuff like that. like try to get with this girl, fuck this girl, whatever, based on the conversation they had. But my point being, that's where their head's at, and that's all they can see. They see this fruit that they want to eat and that they can't eat it. And so this is the thing that's around the world. But I'm sorry, brother, the planet's so fucking big. And not only the planet's so big, there's just so many fucking activities. Do something.
Yeah.
Have a fucking mission. Intention.
Yeah.
Get some fucking battle scars. Let the world shape you. You know, get sliced up by a sword. Not actually, but like through battle, through your experience, through either it be through sports.
Yeah.
Play a fucking sports, guys. Like, I don't get this. We're here to play. I know we play games, but do something. One of the things that I do worry about though, I've started like on this thing where Clint, Andrew, I've talked to him. I'm not here to be this whole, I'm going to show you guys how to live your better life. That's not me. But I am saying, like, as of recently, things have been good. I've seen this improvement in my life that I kind of want to like share by speaking. So I don't want to be this person, I'm going to show you how to do this, but I do want to be this person who kind of puts to people who can admit like, I'm going through this thing, and be like, hey, start doing this. Start playing some sports. Create this community. Don't even worry about the girls. Don't worry about the guys. Just worry about playing the sport.
Yeah.
That's my first thing. Because it's just you're developing a skill and a way to move your body, and it results in, and if this was a fucking game, your character. NPCs don't play sports.
Yeah, that's true.
The non-playing character, brother. Yeah, but if you're, these motherfuckers play games. They should understand this, man. It's gamify your. I talk too much and I care too much. I'm too sensitive to these motherfuckers. Gamify your fucking life and win.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is that, like, especially in the dating world, when they do have this sort of intention, like, yes, I want to go fuck around and stuff like that. When you actually make it clear, like, right there and then, you kind of just, like, weed out, like, you know, like, oh, this person doesn't want to fuck with me. That's fine. Move on to the next one. There is going to be someone who just wants to fuck, and that's it. But the thing is that if you really want a genuine connection, really be true to yourself and really say to yourself, is this what I want? But if you could just keep saying to yourself, but you don't believe in it, that's the disconnect.
Hence the whole, you know, what I was saying about
you're
just mad they fucking.
Yeah, and the thing is that, okay, what is it that you want? What is it that you want out of, like, you know, Tinder and whatnot? Do you just want to fuck around? Sure, like, go do that. But if
but if you put that in your profile, you don't get any swipes.
But, like, the thing is that I think there's already a connotation with Tinder that people do use like for hookups and stuff like that.
It's like a formality thing. Like, it's like, okay, the connotation's there. Yeah. Just give me your best self. Again, I'm someone who don't love this whole online shit, but let me subscribe to your game, right? If I'm fucking this was the game, and I'm meant to put my best self forward. Well, fuck, bro. If you're someone who you've got nothing going for yourself, how are you even going to put that into your Tinder? You can't even in words tell me how good you are as a person. So I don't want you. You can't sell yourself. And you can't even in visuals show me how good you are as a person. Yeah. I'm not saying get ripped, six-pack abs and shit like that, but hey, how about a photo of you doing a sport? I keep going back to sports like I'm some of the most sportist kid. I picked up this sport thing recently. In high school, I had the typical drop sport. Like, I don't give a fuck about sports because I'm Asian, I study. But yeah, like, you gotta be able to present that you're doing things, you're out and about, like you've got a life. The people who have fun the most on their own can have the most fun together. Yeah. If you can have fun in your own company, love yourself, show the world that you're in love with yourself. Yeah. And then I think what do you do with that?
Yeah. There's definitely a difference between someone who genuinely loves themselves and loves who they are, as opposed to someone who thinks that they love themselves and like who they are and stuff like that. Because like if you genuinely love yourself, you do take out the time to like do self-care and make sure that you take your breaks and stuff like that. Whereas like, you know, someone who thinks that they don't necessarily do the same thing. And it comes back around like, you know, I do believe in this saying, and whether you agree with it, that's
go fuck yourself, Simon. Go fuck yourself.
Whether you agree with it or not, I do believe that in order to love someone, love yourself first. Because when you're able to take care of yourself, you can take care of that person as well.
I love that.
And you know, I've been trying to take better care of myself, you know, by like taking more breaks and stuff like that from work, because I am a workaholic. but you know, like I need to like have that
And
mentality.
an alcoholic too, apparently. Undiagnosed, unofficial. We'll talk about that later. But
Yeah.
go on.
Like, you know, like I do love myself, and I do like try to take myself like try to take care of myself better. I can't talk today.
That's all
But anyways, I try to take better care of myself, because if I don't do that, how am I going to take care of my partner on their, like, you know, on a day-to-day basis, in terms of like being there for them and just like being there for the like the bad days as well. It's just that I want to be able to, you know, be that, you know, sort of partner where like I am taking care of myself, and that's it. It's just like, you know,
I'm beautiful.
like fuck yeah, like I think like a lot of people just like really need to make the intentions clear, because I know that after my previous breakup, like I wasn't in a place to really like date seriously, and you know, I just really wasn't like oh, I don't think I should date. I think I can just, you know, kind of like go with the flow of things.
And it wasn't until you learned to love yourself that you kind of figured it all out.
Yeah.
And I like that, because, and just to wrap up, like, I just said the whole, you know, gamify your life and fucking win.
Yeah.
Hey, if you can do that, because that's the end result. That's what everyone wants to do. But it's a bit harsh. I get that.
Yeah.
That's why that love yourself thing becomes the new mission. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because in loving yourself, it's about that compassion. And that's what I think. You know, hey, hot Asians exist. Clint, you're a hot Asian. Well, you thought I meant me? Yeah. No, I meant Clint. We look alike.
Yeah.
Check fucking mate, motherfucker. Point being, no good-looking Asian guy complains like that, right? No, none of the hot Asians, the Asians who like, who don't, because the thing is, right, when we go, oh, Asian guys complain about all those things, you know what those Asian guys look like. They don't look like those Asian guys. That's my point. But those Asian guys who don't complain, they love themselves. They do. They,
Definitely.
And why do they love themselves? Because, and this is my thing to make closer, find that middle ground between gamify and win and love yourself, is make yourself a capable human being. How the fuck is anyone going to like you if you're not capable? You can't do shit. And how do you be able to do shit? By getting in life, by working, having a job, experiencing, touching the flavors of the world. That's how you fucking have a thing. How are we doing the time? Perfect. Yeah. Did you have anything to say to wrap up?
Well, I have one thing to say. If you can't love yourself, how are you gonna love anyone else?
And if you think that I'm still holding on, so baby, you should go and fuck yourself.
Hey.
That's what a good sign out.
Yeah, I know, right?